Hello, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for this autumn season pick a card tarot reading. Now, the autumn season is a beautiful time to walk through the forest, to smell the autumn air, and to also connect with nature as she is letting go of that which no longer serves her. It served her in the springtime and summertime, but now in the autumn time, it's time to let go. And so there is reflection, self-reflection on your year, on your life, what you've accomplished, what challenges you faced, and what lessons you learned from those challenges. So we have 3 piles to choose from. If you'd like, you can consider pile 1, September, pile 2, October, and pile 3, November, to cover the autumn season. And for those of you who like to choose your piles with crystals, on pile 1, we have the pyrite stone. Pile 2, we have a jade ring. Pile 3, we have an opalite heart. So take your time in choosing the pile that calls to you. If more than one calls to you at this time, listen to your intuition. That is your magic telling you that there's a message in that pile for you as well. So I will start with pile 1, and I'll meet you over at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the pyrite stone, welcome to your reading. Okay, we're first going to look at your 3 oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. So let's start with the main message of this tarot reading for you. And this deck just came out, and this is such a beautiful deck, and I will be reading from the book so that you can get a deeper understanding of your card. And we start with glamour, energy, glam, getting your glam on. Okay, I'm going to read from the book, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so glam. My confidence is solid as stone, and I take positive action to manifest my dreams. It's time to put on your best dress and attend the best party you've ever been invited to. This is your red carpet, your premiere, fashion debut, and catwalk for the Oracle gods. Sometimes you don't know where the next whatever is going to come from, but you can still look like $1 million, and you just might shift your energy into a different feeling and alignment. Pyrite is the companion for this card, as it was mistaken for gold by many people. You may not be the gold, but you can still look like it. Bringing your vessel into a physical state of elevated emotion instantly helps the mind and body sync up. So even if you aren't going anywhere, get glammed up. You know it'll make you feel better. Okay, this is about you feeling good about yourself, building your confidence. What kind of fabric feels luxurious against your skin? What makes you feel beautiful? What makes you feel magical? You may want to get dressed up like a forest nymph or forest fairy and take a walk into the woods and being part of the woods as your forest enchanted being. Now let's look at your soul journey cards. We start with gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay, counting your blessings, being grateful. This could be opportunities to attend those parties that you've been invited to, or even just going out with your friends, having a girls' night out, having a guys' night out, and dressing that makes you feel confident and makes you feel good about the scene that you are going to be in. Next, we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, don't doubt yourself. You don't need to know. And again, if you are doing what makes you feel good, don't let other people project their doubt onto you. So what if they look at you like, where did this enchanted forest creature come from that's now walking through the woods? Let it be magical. Don't let it cause doubt. Embrace that energy and be grateful for that opportunity that presents you to sink in to a higher elevated energy of yourself. Okay, let's get into the tarot cards. I am using the Ancestral Tarot today. And we start with Queen of Swords, letting go. The Queen of Swords does represent loss, separation, but be thankful for this because you're letting go of that which no longer serves you. Just as the trees and plants are letting go of their seeds, their fruit, and their leaves. Next we have the Eight of Circles. This is, it might take practice for you to be glamorous, to get glammed up. Or this could be you trying different kinds of outfits, different kinds of things until it feels right. This is a practice, and it might be uncomfortable in the beginning, dressing differently, but dressing in a way that makes you, your inside, and you'll know in your gut, yeah, this feels good. This is who I feel like I am at this time, in this moment. And this might take some practice for some of you. Next, we have the Five of Sacred Circles. Feeling lack in your confidence. Feeling rejected. You're only rejected when others make you feel rejected or when others abandon you. This is not an act that you do. Don't abandon yourself. This is what the Five of Circles is saying to you. Do not abandon yourself. Keep practicing. Keep trying. Let go of that which doesn't work for you. It's like, no, this outfit is no longer me. It may no longer fit you. It may no longer be who you feel like you are at this time in your life. Next, we have the 6 of sacred circles. Okay, now you're receiving abundance, harvest. By letting go of that which no longer serves you, you discover new things, or they could be old things that were buried and you rediscover them, and they bring up happy memories, making you feel good. Maybe you're going to go back to a style that made you feel magical, made you feel unique. Next we have the 3 of Swords. You know, and this is with the 8 of circles. So this is a practice. Perhaps many people have made you feel bad about who you are. We're backstabbers. And it is a practice to forgive them. They don't know who you are. Or maybe they think they do. Again, they're projecting their doubt onto you, trying to cause you to feel abandoned and alone and rejected, feeling lackful. Next we have, oh, look at this, the King of Circles on top of the 5 of sacred circles. This is beautiful because when you come into your confidence, when you no longer let other people make you feel like you're not part of them, do you really want to be part of that kind of circle that leaves you feeling abandoned and alone? Here with the King of Circles, it shows that you have abundance within yourself. You have your confidence to be who you are. Who cares if other people doubt you? Don't doubt yourself. You have the wealth and resources of the King of Sacred Circles. Now let's draw some conclusion cards here from the Sweet Dreams. And we have, look at that, let go. I release the old and embrace the new. I grow into my very best self. Yes. And be grateful that you're letting go of all of that. Be thankful, because as you're letting go, and again we have the Queen of Swords, letting go is going to bring you new rewards, new opportunities. Next we have let go again. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am kind to myself and share my beauty with those around me. I let go of self-criticism. That's crazy. Look at this. 2 letting goes. Okay, let go of your self-criticism. Glam up. That's going to elevate your energy. Acceptance. I overcome my biggest challenges by accepting what is. By accepting that you don't know all the answers, that's okay. You release that need. You accept what you do know, and that doubt might be a big challenge for you. And this glamour energy is going to help elevate you physically, emotionally, and energetically. So accept that you don't know everything. You don't gotta know everything. Okay, Pile 1, this was a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you so much. I appreciate all your likes and subscribes as you help this channel to grow, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, take care. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the jade ring welcome to your reading. We're first going to look at your 3 oracle cards, and this deck just came out, and I love the artwork. I love the history and wisdom that this deck offers, and I will be reading the meaning from this book, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. So let's get into your reading. We first have the future love letter. I love you. Okay. Let's read the meaning from this book. I love you. I am incredibly lucky to have plenty of money to spare. Imagine every moment that your future self is looking at your present moment and saying, yes, you've got this. Don't give up. Something amazing is right around the corner. Well, that's exactly what they're doing. And you can bet that your future self is already smiling as you pull this card. The card holds a mirror with a journal balanced on top. You see an opportunity to bring yourself some clarity, and you are encouraged to write as that future self. When this card appears, it reminds you to write a letter of encouragement from your future self. To journey deeply, write a letter to yourself from 5 years in the future, 15 years in the future, and 25 years in the future. This card emerges at a time when you are ready to pause and reflect on what the mirror has shown up to this point in time. The crystal pairing is jade. So this is a perfect time of year. The autumn is meant for you to reflect and on your life. What would you tell your past self? Think of yourself in the present and look at your inner child. What needs to be healed there? What would you tell your inner child? And in a way, this is your future self writing that letter. But also, do as the book described and do a journal. Write yourself a letter from your future self 5 years from now. And then 5 years later, read that letter to yourself. Okay, let's look at your soul cards. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Yeah, there's that love. Next, we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, perhaps part of this future love letter is giving you that encouragement, that comfort as you're letting go of grief, whatever that may have wounded you, whatever loss that touched your life. And you are meant to love yourself, because then you can see that love in everyone you meet. Let's get into the tarot. I am using the Ancestral Path Tarot deck today. And we have the Prince of Swords. This is bringing you clarity. This is removing those obstacles from your life, helping you to work through the grief, bringing clarity to your life and your reflection. Next, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of retreat and reflection. So you go to a spiritual retreat. It might be your office, it might be your meditation area, a special place in the woods. And this is where you are going to reflect on what has happened and understand the wisdom that comes from that. The Princess of Sacred Circles. Okay, this is the feminine energy of the page. And with the Princess of Sacred Circles, we have learning, understanding. This could be going back to school to learn something, higher education. This is a general reading, so it'll be different for each of you, but it can also be that higher understanding that the experience has brought to you. Next, we have the Five of Cups, letting go of that sorrow. And as you let go of that sorrow, your path becomes clearer. Then we have the Four of Sacred Circles. Here we have someone who is smoking herbs or tobacco. This could be a mixture, but this is, again, bringing reflection. And we have it here with the Four of Swords. Again, going in and spending some time alone. You are encouraged to spend some time alone and learn all the things that you appreciate about yourselves and the things that you're letting go, because you're understanding through the grief of this Five of Cups. Even though you've lost something, something still remains, but you still have to go through this grieving process and understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Then we have the Queen of Swords, separation, loss, grieving. I feel that a lot of you in my pile too are working through some kind of grief. This could be the loss of a much loved pet, friend, loved one, family member. Sometimes losing someone that you didn't really care for can bring about a kind of grief, because here with the pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Perhaps the flaw that was magnified in them spoke to a flaw that you have within yourself. It may not have been a dominating part of your personality like it was in theirs, but you can still see that in yourself. Reflect on that. Let that go. Now let's look at a few more cards. Some sweet dream cards. Oh, this card fell out. Ask for help. I am willing to receive help from the universe whenever and however it happens. Well, there it is in the future love letter that you're going to write to yourself. Then we have vulnerability. I allow myself to be vulnerable and honor my inner grace, wisdom, and beauty. And that vulnerability, grieving can make us feel vulnerable. And that's okay. Go to a space that is safe, as the Four of Swords and Four of Sacred Circles, the Four of Pentacles, speaks of. Go to a place where you feel comfortable with yourself and allow yourself to cry, grieve, and be vulnerable. Experience. My dreams take me to wonderful places that are filled with wonder, delight, and joy. Maybe you need to go experience the forest. Go experience nature. And some of you might be dreaming of nature. What are your dreams speaking to you about? What is your self-reflection? Because in a way, that is a daydream. Let it take you to wonderful places that are filled with wonder, delight, and joy. And here in your sanctuary, in your retreat, you can reflect upon what your experience was. Perhaps your experience was grief, and perhaps that grief made you feel vulnerable. Perhaps it was traumatizing for some of you. Balance that with happiness and joy. Think of the good times that you shared with that person or pet, and let it bring a smile to your face. Let it give you a chance to appreciate that which you lost. I'm going to end your reading here, pile 2. I hope that it was helpful and beneficial for you. I appreciate each and every one of you for liking and subscribing to this channel, because you help make this channel to grow. So thank you, and until next time, take care. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the opalite heart, welcome to your reading. We're first going to look at your 3 oracle cards, and this deck just came out and it is beautiful with the artwork and its wisdom, and I will be reading the meaning of the card from this book. So let's get into your reading, pile 3. We start with Ida Joe, okay, and karma. Okay, it kind of reminds me of the Judgment card, where there's a rebirth, answering your calling. This is part of your karma, answering your true calling. So let me read the meaning of the card from the book. Okay, Ida Joe, or Idaho, I'm not sure if the J is pronounced as an H, shows the quantum potential symbolized on the flag the angel is carrying, indicating on some level you have already manifested what it is you are harvesting. This card emerges when a time of clarity and a time for you to be aware, focused, and ready to bask in your accomplishments. Ida Joe reminds you that not everyone will be happy about your harvest, and that in itself is okay. That does not take away from your harvest, and it does not add to theirs. If Ida Joe appears, it is time to stop judging yourself and others so hard. So don't judge others and yourself so hard. The beautiful green and yellow wings open up your heart center and enable you to fully embrace the fruits that come from nourishing the seeds you planted. If this card appears for you, it is time to ask yourself, am I bringing the past into this harvest? Meaning, my crop isn't as good as it could be? Have I shut down my heart? Am I ready to recreate myself? Okay, so let's look at your soul cards. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Being patient with yourself. Next, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I think that's a perfect message to go with the karma card because it is about balance. Yes, let's try and balance that light off that card. Okay, let's get into your tarot. Today I am using the Ancestral Path Tarot deck. And for you, we start with the Sun, bringing clarity, just as Ida Jo brings you clarity. You are conscious. Be patient with yourself. Know that it's a practice. And when you practice something, there will be failure. But you keep practicing and you'll get better at that. You'll get better at accepting that everything happens in divine order and you don't try to force anything. Just as the sun goes through its cycles and we work with the sun cycle to plant our seeds, to give a chance, be patient, and let those seeds grow. Let it go through the process. And then waiting patiently for the time that is right for harvesting that. Next, we have the Fool. Is it time for a new journey? Is there a new you that is emerging? Next, we have Five of Swords. Okay, there could be some power struggles here. And the swords are the intellect, the mental energy body. And there needs to be a balance here within the mental mind. There could be conflict, power struggles with yourself and with others. Next, we have the Ace of Sacred Circles, or the Ace of Pentacles, bringing you the new seeds, because as you bring in your harvest, you're also bringing in next year's seeds to be planted. Then the Chariot, independence, power, and it's paired with the Fool. You are confident, and this could be going on a fool's errand, but you are full of independence and you don't know what's coming. And that's okay because it happens in divine order. And the Fool and Chariot is allowing you to just know that whatever you need is going to come to you at the right time. And with the Fool and the Chariot, I see the person who just got their license and they get the car keys to the car. And remember that feeling, that joy, that independence, and you could go further. You could explore new places. 10 of Cups. This is ultimate bliss, emotional bliss of the heart. And with the Five of Swords, this is bringing peace to your heart, knowing that other people's conflicts, other people's power struggles, even if it's with you, Don't let that affect your bliss. Don't let that affect your happiness. And this could also bring in the family and friends, your extended family, and even the world, knowing that we are all humans. We are all part of the human race, regardless of our ethnicity, our sexual orientation, who we want to be, how we express ourselves. Be independent. Let yourself be free, confident, powerful. And here we have the balance of light and dark. Okay, let's draw a few more cards for you from the sweet dreams. What messages are your sweet dreams bringing you, pile 3? And we start with purpose. My dreams connect me to my purpose. Okay. Nurture. I open my arms and wrap around those that need nurturing, starting with myself. Because if you don't nurture yourself, how can you be there for others? And then we have experience. My dreams take me to wonderful places that are filled with wonder, delight, and joy. And I think that it speaks very clearly to this Chariot card, because this Chariot card allows you to explore those wonderful places that are filled with wonder. For some of you, this Chariot card could be you practicing some astral travel, because, thinking about where you want to go, learning about those places, and these could be places of your imagination as well, because your dreams take you to places that you can't go physically. But we have this Fool card, and he can go anywhere. Okay, I'm going to end your reading here. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you for helping this channel to grow. And until next time, take care.